Really, it's an honor to be a part of this. What I learned tonight was the first induction in the opening of the Hall of Fame. So I'm really honored to be a part of this tonight. My name is Ken Johnson. I was the head football coach at Winters Mill High School from its opening in 2002 until I retired in 2013. I came to Winters Mill from Liberty High School. In so doing, I was fortunate to continue a wonderful professional relationship with Courtney Braun. That's Jeff's Aunt Courtney. Now, Courtney's not here tonight, but I know Jeff's family's here tonight. And Courtney's kind of here by, I guess you can sort of be here through them. I first met Jeff shortly after the opening of our school. At the time, he was an oversized, kind of pudgy, typical middle schooler. He was like all over the place. Little did I know how big of an impact he would have on our football program, our school, and most significantly, my personal life. Jeff came to Winters Mill in the fall of 2004. He was already a fixture around the athletic department. He attended many of Aunt Courtney's games and a lot of the other athletic events. When Jeff got here as a student, he was already one of the biggest football players in the football program. Being big is like being anything that is different. And if there's one thing that a 14-year-old hates, it's to be different from everyone. And that's a struggle. That's a challenge. Whatever that difference is, it's something that you have to overcome. This was really true for Jeff. Yeah, he had anybody that has a unique talent in regards to either, a physical skill, physical talent, size, speed, whatever have you. It's something that sets them apart. And a lot of times it opens a lot of doors in a positive way for people. But also, it comes with a cost. And that cost is people have very high expectations for people like that. Student athletes that are in that category, it's very much of a challenge for them to really stay on track. And Jeff's one of those guys that was able to do that. Probably the biggest challenge of all. It's really not the physical aspect of the training and the weightlifting and all the things that the students do and the student athletes do. It's really mastering those mental talents, those mental skills. And that's one of the things that Jeff was very good at. One of the things that I was really amazed, he was very unique that way. I think probably the thing that set him apart the most was how I saw him develop a work ethic. He didn't want to do squats. Nobody wants to do squats. And that's kind of like the biggest thing, as Jeff would tell you right here, right now, is to be able to bend your knees. It's like a key for an offensive lineman. And squats is really the only way to get to that. It doesn't really have to be a lot of weight. It just has to be that full range of motion, that full flexibility. He literally forced himself through that. And not many kids are able to do that. And that was like really the biggest thing because he didn't have to. He was good enough to just rely on what he already had, that he was already, God-given talents that he already had. But he worked at it. And it paid off. As we just heard, he's earned many awards and many recognitions. Winters Mill, he was all 3 years on the varsity level. He was first team all conference in all county. In senior season, he made first team all state honors. All those things are very unique, and it's something that does not happen very often, especially in a sport like football, where usually it attracts all the male athletes basically that's in a school. So those things are really major accomplishments, but really the best was yet to come. He was able to play when he went on to West Virginia University. He was able to play in 4 bowl games with them. As a true freshman, right, Jeff? A true freshman, and then his sophomore, junior, and senior year, and sandwiched in the middle, I think was your junior year, right? It was in the Orange Bowl. Was that the victory over Clemson? Yep. Yeah, so that was a BFS Bowl. So that was something that's really not many people would say they participated in, much less win a game. Then the honors started to pour in. It was a very unique situation being in West Virginia. They went from one conference, the Big East, to the Big 12. And by doing so, he actually was first team as an offensive lineman in both conferences in back-to-back years. Again, another thing that's just crazy. But I think the most profound thing that sort of says it all about Jeff was what happened his senior year. His senior year, he received several awards in the football and the athletic program at West Virginia University, and all of them had to do with leadership. They were all awards that were something that he used to set as a milestone for all the younger players. Jeff, I'm proud of you for that. I mean, all those little things that we sort of forget about because we focus on those things that really sound real big and sound real cool. The ones that matter are those little things that reflect the true character of who you are. These awards are recognitions, accomplishments. Like I said, they reflect his athletic ability, but more importantly, his character, his commitment, and his determination. Jeff has continued applying these things to his personal life and his career, becoming a father, a husband, and a successful business owner. I am very proud and honored to present Jeff Braun for induction into the Winters Mill Athletic Hall of Fame.